The Starlight Symphony. Chapter 1. The Dreamer's Yearning. In the quiet heart of a serene village nestled between rolling hills and whispering forests lived a curious child named Ilara. Ilara's room was a haven of dreams, adorned with maps of faraway lands, books that told stories of epic quests, and a telescope that seemed to peer into the very cosmos itself. But of all the treasures that filled her room, her favorite view was the one framed by her bedroom window. Each night, as the sun dipped below the horizon, Ilara would find herself drawn to that window like a moth to a flame. She would gaze at the heavens above, captivated by the stars that began to emerge, twinkling like the promises of countless adventures yet to be had. Their gentle glow held a magic that spoke to her heart, whispering tales of mystery and possibility. It was during these nightly rituals that a yearning took root within Ilara, a yearning to experience the stars not just as distant specks of light, but as living entities weaving melodies in the night sky. She would imagine herself floating among them, surrounded by the music of the cosmos, dancing to the rhythm of their ethereal tunes. This yearning became a beacon, a guiding light that ignited her adventurous spirit. Ilara's room became a sanctuary of imagination, where she would spend hours practicing on her violin, conjuring melodies that seemed to mirror the very cadence of the stars. The strings would hum beneath her touch, resonating with the very energy that painted the night sky. She believed that through her music, she could forge a connection with those distant luminaries, bridging the gap between her world and theirs. As the seasons passed, Ilara's longing only grew stronger. She would share her dreams with the fireflies that danced just beyond her window, and they, in turn, seemed to respond with a shimmering glow that matched her passion. Her love for music and her fascination with the stars were intertwined, and she felt as though her heartstrings were intricately woven into the tapestry of the universe. And so, every night, as the stars emerged from their daytime slumber, Ilara's yearning intensified. She would stand by her window, violin in hand, pouring her emotions into every note. Her music would rise and fall, carrying her hopes and dreams to the twinkling luminaries above. She believed that if she played with enough fervor, the stars would take notice, and the celestial symphony she imagined would one day come to life before her very eyes. In this scene, imagine Ilara as a figure of innocence and wonder, her face illuminated by the soft glow of moonlight filtering through her window. The room is a treasure trove of imagination, with maps and books strewn about, each hinting at the vastness of the world beyond. The camera, perhaps a vintage-style lens, captures the scene with a warm, nostalgic feel, as if preserving a cherished memory. The image focuses on Ilara's intent gaze, her fingers gently brushing against the strings of her violin. The background is a tapestry of stars, a sky adorned with constellations that seem to respond to Ilara's music. The overall atmosphere is one of quiet yearning, where dreams and reality converge in the most enchanting way. Chapter 2. A Mysterious Invitation. As the moon ascended its throne in the night sky, casting a gentle glow through Ilara's window, something remarkable happened. A soft rustling, almost like the whisper of starlight, caught her attention. With curiosity piqued, she turned toward her windowsill, and there, illuminated by the silver beams of the moon, lay a shimmering golden ticket. It sparkled as if woven from stardust itself, its edges kissed by a cosmic glow. Ilara's heart skipped a beat as she reached for the ticket, fingers trembling with a mixture of excitement and trepidation. She held it to the moonlight, watching as its brilliance danced in her gaze. It was unlike anything she had ever seen before, a beacon of possibility that seemed to hum with an otherworldly energy. Her fingers traced the intricate patterns etched onto the surface, and as she did, words seemed to materialize before her eyes. You are invited to witness the Starlight Symphony, where dreams become melodies and stars come alive. Follow the path that your heart knows well, and let the music of the cosmos guide you. Ilara's breath caught in her throat as she absorbed the message. The words spoke of a journey beyond the confines of her room, beyond the horizon of the village she knew so well. They beckoned her to step into the realm of the stars, to be a part of the very magic she had yearned for. Excitement swelled within her, like a balloon ready to take flight. Her mind was a swirl of thoughts, each one a star in its own right, orbiting around the central question: should she accept the invitation? There was a thrill in the unknown, a dance of anticipation and doubt that played out within her. As she gazed at the ticket, she felt a connection with those faraway luminaries. The stars, it seemed, had noticed her melodies, her yearning, and they had responded with this golden key. But as with any grand adventure, doubt tiptoed on the edge of her joy. What if it was all a dream? What if she journeyed only to find disappointment? Yet, in the core of her being, there was a fire that could not be extinguished. It burned with the brilliance of 1,000 stars, igniting her spirit with the yearning for something beyond the ordinary. The invitation was an echo of her heart's deepest desires, and she knew she couldn't let fear hold her back. With a resolute smile, Ilara clutched the ticket to her chest, feeling its warmth against her skin. In the moonlit room, she whispered her decision to the night air, her voice carried by the wind as if promising to the universe itself that she would follow the path it had laid out. And so, beneath the watchful gaze of the stars, Ilara's excitement surged, a current of energy that flowed through her veins. The golden ticket in her hand became a symbol of courage and dreams woven together, and as she looked out at the expanse of the night sky, she felt a kinship with the stars that had become her companions. Chapter 3. Under the Velvet Sky. In the hush of night, Ilara embarked on a journey guided by the golden ticket's cryptic message. The map within led her through moonlit woods, past babbling brooks, and over hills crowned with secrets. Her heart raced with each step, every rustling leaf a whisper of anticipation. The night seemed to stretch before her, a canvas awaiting the first stroke of a cosmic brush. After what felt like an eternity of winding paths, Ilara stepped into a meadow bathed in the soft silvery glow of the moon. It was a place untouched by time, a hidden sanctuary where the ordinary world melted away, and the stars shone with an intensity that painted the landscape. The grass beneath her feet seemed to sway in harmony with the starlight, a dance only she was privy to. The meadow was alive with a symphony of sensations. The gentle caress of the night breeze carried the scent of wildflowers, mingling with the earthy perfume of the forest. The soft rustle of leaves played a rhythm that harmonized with the distant songs of crickets. Above, the stars blinked like benevolent spectators, their presence a reminder that she was not alone in this magical world. Ilara's heart beat in tandem with the pulse of the universe. She had followed the map's path with unwavering determination, her steps guided by an inexplicable force. Now, standing in the heart of the meadow, she felt a mixture of excitement and trepidation. The anticipation was palpable, like the deep inhale before a crescendo, the collective breath of stars holding a promise of something extraordinary. The moment stretched, elongated by both her longing and the timeless night. Ilara cast her gaze upward, her eyes tracing constellations as if seeking permission to be here. The meadow was her stage, the stars her audience, and the golden ticket her passport to this celestial theater. She held her breath, feeling the energy of the universe converging around her, like the strings of a violin plucked by cosmic fingers. And then, a subtle shift in the atmosphere. The stars seemed to pulse in unison, a synchronized heartbeat that resonated with her own. A single note pierced the air, so pure and clear that it seemed to originate from within her own soul. It was as if the universe itself had started to hum, and Ilara was but one of its many instruments. The melody grew, each star contributing its own unique voice to the symphony. Ilara's heart swelled as the music enveloped her, a sea of sound that carried her away on its current. The meadow transformed into a sanctuary of harmonies, a haven where dreams transcended reality and merged with the cosmos. As she closed her eyes and allowed herself to be swept away, she realized that this was the culmination of her yearning. The stars had heard her melodies, her wishes, and had woven them into a tapestry of celestial music. The symphony of the universe was no longer a distant dream. It was alive within her, an echo of her spirit that danced among the stars. Chapter 4. The Symphony Unveiled. As Ilara stood at the center of the moonlit meadow, a hush fell over the world. It was as if time itself had taken a pause, awaiting the magic that was about to unfold. She could feel the universe holding its breath, a silent prelude to a symphony unlike any other. And then, it began. A single star blinked to life, and with it came the soft, delicate notes of a flute. The sound seemed to emerge from the star itself, a gentle sigh that spiraled through the air. Ilara's heart skipped a beat as she watched, transfixed, her eyes wide with wonder. One by one, the stars awakened, each revealing its own unique instrument and melody. The violin painted melodies like cascading stardust, the harp plucked notes that tinkled like crystalline laughter, and the cello resonated with a deep, soul-stirring hum. The celestial orchestra unfolded before her, a tapestry of sound that wove through the night like a river of dreams. The melodies intertwined, creating an ethereal atmosphere that surrounded Ilara. The music was not just heard. It was felt in the very core of her being. It was as though the stars had reached out and embraced her, their harmonies wrapping around her like a warm embrace. The symphony painted emotions across her heart, each note a brushstroke of longing, joy, and beauty. Tears formed in Ilara's eyes as she allowed herself to be swept away by the music. It was a symphony of dreams, a dance of light and sound that transcended the boundaries of reality. She closed her eyes, letting the melodies carry her beyond the meadow, beyond her own existence, and into a realm where time was a mere whisper. With her heart as the conductor, she joined the symphony in spirit, her very essence harmonizing with the stars. She felt the music flow through her veins, each note igniting a spark of connection between her and the cosmos. The boundaries between self and universe blurred, and for that fleeting moment, she was both a witness and a participant in the grand celestial performance. The meadow itself seemed to pulse with the rhythm of the symphony, the flowers swaying in time, and the moon casting a gentle glow that mirrored the music's ebb and flow. The stars, once distant and untouchable, were now her companions, sharing their melodies with a child who had dared to dream. As the symphony reached its crescendo, a burst of light illuminated the sky. It was as if the stars themselves had cast aside their luminous veils, revealing their true brilliance. The music soared to a triumphant finale, a resounding declaration of the universe's eternal song. Ilara's heart swelled with awe as she basked in the symphony's magic. She felt an overwhelming gratitude for being part of this cosmic dance, for having been given the privilege of witnessing the stars' secret symphony. And as the last note echoed in the night, she knew that this experience would forever be etched into her soul. Chapter 5. Dancing with Constellations. In the luminous aftermath of the celestial symphony, a soft breeze ruffled the meadow's grass, carrying with it a sense of invitation. As if choreographed by the stars themselves, the night's atmosphere shifted, beckoning Ilara to step forward and join the dance of constellations. The meadow, once a mere canvas for dreams, transformed into a ballroom where stars served as partners, and the moon cast its gentle spotlight. Ilara hesitated for a fleeting moment, her heart a symphony of anticipation. The universe had extended an invitation, and she was ready to respond with every fiber of her being. With a deep breath, she moved to the rhythm of the universe, allowing the music to guide her steps. The ground felt like stardust beneath her feet, and the stars twinkled in approval. She lifted her arms, feeling the energy of the cosmos flow through her like a current of light. In that moment, she was not just a child. She was a constellation brought to life. As she twirled, her gown caught the moon's glow, creating a trail of luminous stardust. The stars above joined her dance, swirling in patterns that mirrored her movements. Every spin, every gesture was a note in the symphony of the night, a dance of unity between the earthly and the celestial. With every twirl and sway, Ilara felt an extraordinary connection with the stars. It was as if they were old friends, each one offering a hand to guide her through the cosmic waltz. Their light intertwined with hers, creating a tapestry of radiance that painted the meadow with their dance. In this celestial ballet, time seemed to lose its grip. Past, present, and future converged, creating a moment that transcended the boundaries of reality. The meadow was now a stage of dreams, a canvas where a child and the universe came together in a harmonious dance of existence. As she moved, Ilara felt the music not just in her ears, but in her very soul. Every note resonated with a profound sense of unity, a reminder that she was not separate from the stars, but an integral part of the cosmic web. The dance became an expression of joy, of gratitude for the universe's embrace. The constellations above seemed to glow with approval, their patterns shifting and shimmering like applause. And as the dance reached its zenith, a crescendo of energy enveloped Alara, lifting her off the ground in a swirl of stardust. She spun among the stars, her laughter joining the symphony as it echoed across the heavens. In this fleeting moment, Alara felt the threads of the universe weave through her very essence. She was a note in the eternal melody, a brushstroke in the cosmic masterpiece. As the dance concluded, she descended back to the meadow, her heart full, her spirit alight with the magic of the night. Chapter 6. Whispered Dreams. As the celestial symphony reached its crescendo, a new magic began to unfold. The stars' melodies transformed into whispers, delicate and enchanting, weaving dreams that shimmered like radiant threads through the night sky. It was as if the universe itself had become a weaver of tales, casting its stories across the heavens for those who dared to listen. Alara watched in awe as the dreams materialized before her eyes. They took the form of shimmering, colorful threads that danced through the air, each thread carrying with it a story, a longing, a memory. They wove intricate patterns across the sky, like an intricate tapestry spun by cosmic hands. The threads intertwined and separated, forming constellations of dreams that seemed to have a life of their own. The meadow itself transformed into a canvas of dreams, the ground bathed in a soft, iridescent glow. Ilara's heart raced as she witnessed the spectacle, feeling as though she had stepped into the very heart of a fairy tale. The dreams whispered secrets to her, inviting her to reach out and touch them, to become a part of their ethereal dance. With a mixture of trepidation and excitement, Alara extended her hand toward one of the threads. As her fingers brushed against it, a burst of light erupted, and she was enveloped in a kaleidoscope of colors. The dreams surrounded her, wrapping her in their embrace, each hue representing a different emotion, a different experience. She felt a deep connection to each thread, as if the dreams themselves were an extension of her own desires and wishes. Some threads glowed with the warmth of love, others shimmered with the thrill of adventure. Some were bittersweet, carrying memories of moments gone by, while others held the promise of future joys. As she twirled and danced among the dreams, the threads seemed to respond to her every movement. They swirled around her like ribbons in the wind, creating patterns that told stories only the heart could understand. With every spin, every step, Alara felt a sense of unity with the dreams, as though she were a conductor guiding their symphony of light. The dreams painted her surroundings with a luminous magic, casting colors onto the grass, the flowers, and even the stars themselves. The meadow became a realm of enchantment, a sanctuary where dreams took flight and intertwined with reality. It was a moment beyond time, where the boundary between imagination and truth dissolved into a harmonious whole. As the dreams continued to weave their tale, Alara's heart swelled with emotions that transcended words. She felt gratitude for being a part of this cosmic conversation, for being granted the privilege to witness dreams in their purest form. The dreams whispered to her soul, echoing the hopes and aspirations that had guided her journey. And as the night unfolded its secrets, Alara knew that she was no longer just a spectator in this symphony of dreams. She was a participant, a dancer, a dreamer whose essence was interwoven with the fabric of the universe. The dreams had become a mirror to her heart, reflecting back the infinite possibilities that lay within her grasp. Chapter 7. Reluctant. Farewell. As the symphony of dreams reached its final notes, there was a moment of stillness in the meadow. The stars, having poured their melodies into the night air, began to twinkle and fade, returning to their places in the vast expanse of the sky. The music lingered in the air, a soft echo of the cosmic harmony that had woven its magic. Alara stood in the midst of the waning brilliance, her heart heavy with emotions that seemed to defy description. The bittersweet truth of the moment hung in the air. The symphony was coming to an end, and she would soon have to bid farewell to the stars who had become her companions, her confidants, her guides. The meadow, once ablaze with the luminous dreams, now appeared softer, as if the universe itself was gently withdrawing its curtain of enchantment. Ilara watched as the stars returned to their celestial positions, each one taking its place as a beacon in the night sky. It was a poignant reminder that the symphony was not a permanent state, but a fleeting gift. Her heart swelled with a mix of gratitude and sorrow. Gratitude for the experiences she had been granted, for the melodies that had touched her soul, for the dreams that had wrapped around her like a celestial embrace, but also sorrow, for she knew that this magical night was drawing to a close, that she would soon have to leave the meadow and return to the world she knew. With a heavy sigh, she looked down at the golden ticket clutched in her hand. It was no longer just an object. It was a talisman of this extraordinary journey. The ticket held within it the memories of the symphony, the dance, the dreams, moments that had illuminated her heart and transformed her spirit. As the last star settled into its place, a gentle breeze brushed against Ilara's cheeks, as if whispering a farewell of its own. The meadow, once a stage of dreams, was now a sanctuary of memories, a place where the ordinary and the extraordinary had converged for a brief, magical interlude. Ilara raised her eyes to the sky, feeling the weight of the universe's gaze upon her. The stars, though distant, seemed to twinkle with understanding, as if they too were bidding her farewell. She closed her eyes, allowing the moment to linger, savoring the mixture of joy and sorrow that swirled within her. With a final, lingering look, Ilara turned away from the meadow, her steps retracing the path that had led her here. She felt the presence of the stars behind her, their light a gentle caress against her back, a silent reminder that the universe was always with her, even when the symphony had faded into memory. And so, as the night held its breath, she walked away from the meadow, the golden ticket still clutched in her hand. The stars above twinkled like ancient storytellers, their tales woven into the fabric of the universe. The symphony might have ended, but its echoes would forever resonate in her heart, a reminder of the night when a child danced among the stars. Chapter 8. Returning Home. Ilara stood before the window of her bedroom, the same window that had offered her glimpses of the stars for as long as she could remember. The world outside was as familiar as ever. The village nestled under the watchful gaze of the mountains, the streets lined with the homes of friends and neighbors. But in the depths of her heart, she knew that something had changed, something had shifted. She gazed at the golden ticket resting on her windowsill, a tangible reminder of the night she had ventured beyond the boundaries of the ordinary. Its edges glowed softly, as if holding within them a trace of the starlight's magic. The symphony, the dance, the dreams, they were now a part of her, woven into her very being like the constellations in the sky. As she crossed the threshold of her room, a sense of transformation washed over her. It was as if the universe had whispered secrets in her ear, secrets that had opened her eyes to the beauty that existed beyond the surface of things. The world she had known seemed somehow brighter, more alive, as if the stars' radiance had seeped into every corner. With a fond smile, Ilara traced her fingers along the edges of her cherished belongings. The books on the shelf, the trinkets on her dresser. They were no longer just objects, but reminders of the child who had danced among the stars. The melodies of the symphony still resonated within her, a melody that echoed in the pages of her storybooks and the laughter shared with friends. As the days turned into weeks, Ilara found herself carrying the lessons of that magical night with her. The symphony had taught her the power of dreams, the beauty of connection, the dance of life that could be woven from the threads of imagination. Each moment was now a note in her own personal melody, a melody that harmonized with the universe itself. Her interactions with the world around her had shifted. She saw beauty in the smallest of things, a blooming flower, a playful gust of wind, a shared smile with a friend. The ordinary was now tinged with the extraordinary, a reminder that the universe was a canvas waiting to be painted with wonder. And as the seasons turned, Ilara's sense of growth was undeniable. The journey into the meadow had ignited a fire within her, a fire that pushed her to explore, to create, to dream. The melodies she had once hummed in secret now filled the air with a confidence that seemed to radiate from her very soul. As she stood at her window once again, Gazing at the stars that had become her companions, a sense of hope filled her heart. The magic of the Starlight Symphony might have faded from the meadow, but it lived on within her, a constant reminder that the universe's song was never truly out of reach. And so, with a heart full of gratitude and a spirit illuminated by the symphony's light, Alara closed her eyes and whispered her thanks to the stars. The journey might have ended, but its echoes lingered on, a promise that the magic of that extraordinary night would forever guide her steps, even in the midst of the ordinary. Conclusion. In the tapestry of life, there are moments that shimmer like stars in the night sky, moments that resonate in the deepest corners of our souls. The story of Alara and the Starlight Symphony is one such moment, a story that dances on the delicate threads of dreams and melodies woven into the canvas of a magical night. It is a story that reminds us of the profound power of music, of its ability to transcend time and space, to connect us to something greater than ourselves. The Symphony of the Stars, the harmonies that echoed through the meadow, were not just a series of notes. They were an invitation to experience the universe's song. They were a reminder that the melodies that stir within us have the potential to touch the very fabric of the cosmos. Dreams, too, are at the heart of this tale. Alara's journey was not just a physical one. It was a journey of the heart and the imagination. The dreams that took the form of shimmering threads were a testament to the extraordinary capacity of the human spirit. They showed us that when we dare to dream, we create threads that bind us to the universe, threads that connect us to the stories of the stars themselves. And then there is the night sky, a canvas painted with 1,000 stories, a tapestry that has ignited the wonder of humanity for countless generations. The beauty of the night sky is a reminder that the universe is a treasure trove of secrets waiting to be uncovered. Each star, each constellation, holds a tale, and in gazing at the night sky, we become part of that tale, part of the grand narrative of the cosmos. As this story draws to a close, let us reflect on the essence of its emotional journey. It is a journey of discovery, of the self and the universe. It is a journey of connection, of finding our place in the symphony of life. It is a journey of transformation, of allowing the magic of the stars to infuse our everyday existence. And so, as we look up at the night sky, let us remember the symphony that plays silently above us, the dreams that weave through the tapestry of our lives, the beauty that resides in the ordinary and the extraordinary. Let us remember that the universe is our stage, and each day is an opportunity to dance among the stars.